And we'd like to thank those who have been shifted over from the Chicago Bears Cincinnati Bengals game, with the Bears leading 31-3 with 15 seconds left in that game. And here in Cleveland, where second-year starter Brandon Weeden was benched by rookie head coach Rob Chudinski after one play in this game where Brandon Weeden threw a pick six, and then Jason Campbell came in to light a fire under this offense, and the Cleveland Browns are at a 30-7 lead right now. And John, have you ever seen anything like this in all your years of football? Well, I don't know anything about why they benched Brandon Weeden, but I can tell you something right now. He did not look comfortable in pre-games, and I don't think he looked comfortable during this game right now, as Trent Richardson's really doing a good job right now running the ball uphill. I think it's a good move by Chudinski, and this Jason Campbell shows he's got a lot of football left. So the Cleveland Browns right now, who many had picked to be falling off the edge of the earth after the first or third preseason game against the Indianapolis Colts, have come out here and put a beat down on the Miami Dolphins. It'll be 3rd and 1 right now. From the Browns' 29-yard line, they hand off up to Richardson, and he gets the first down. John, I got to be honest with you. When the rookie coach Rob Chudinski benched Brandon Weeden after that first play, I didn't know what to think, but it looked like he made the right move. Well, I had similar situations like that in Oakland with Jim Plunkett. When I benched Daryl Lamonica for Jim Plunkett, and I tell you what, it turned out to be a light, sparkling plug for our team. Here the Browns go 1st and 10. They hand the ball off to Trent Richardson. He bounces it to the outside and gets about 11, 12, 15 yards, and the Browns have another first down. Well, this is the back they envision coming out of Alabama right now. The way he's running the ball is just spectacular. And he's got the speed burst where he bounces up the side and he gets to the outside. He goes boom, 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 and he goes up the sidelines. Cleveland Browns have themselves a very potent running back right now. And it looks like this 8th-year starter, Jason Campbell, could lead this Browns team to maybe a few wins here in this division. Well, I got to be honest with you. My father-in-law is from Cleveland, and I'm very proud to say that he's going to be very proud of Jason Campbell's performance here today, as Trent Richardson gets a handoff and he gets about a yard or two. What do you look for the Cleveland Browns team in the months ahead at the AFC North? I mean, we've seen a shocker, Cincinnati getting destroyed at Soldier Field. I know that wasn't expected. Well, as long as they could stay in contention in the AFC North. We had a similar situation like this down in Oakland when we had to face Eric Coryell for like 7 straight years. And, we had to stay in contention with them. And every time we won and they won, it just made us a tougher ball club. And the outside linebacker for the Dolphins gets a sack on Jason Campbell, with the Browns leading 30-7 with 46 seconds left. You got to wonder right now, it's 3rd and 13. Well, they put the ball in the air right now with the clock going down to 29 seconds left. Campbell drops back. He's looking for a receiver. He's got all day. Throws over the middle to Josh Gordon. I got to be honest with you. He threw a perfectly tight spiral to open Josh Gordon. He slit that double coverage right down the middle of that seam. And I got to be honest with you, this Jason Campbell looks like he did in Auburn. Well, coming out of Auburn, he was gifted, strong arm, but injuries have set him back. I tell you what, this Cleveland Browns squad right now, offensively, we've already seen what they can do defensively. And, I'll be honest with you, defensively, they look like a top unit in the AFC right now. And, I'll tell you what, with the way this offense is performing, the sky's the limit with the Cleveland Browns. So the Browns will line up to kick the extra point right now. Rookie incumbent kicker Bo Me will put it up and put it through. And the Cleveland Browns have a 37-7 trouncing over the Miami Dolphins in Week 1 in the National Football League. And if you're rookie head coach Rob Chudinski right now, making that move to bench second-year starter Brandon Weeden looks to be a move of a genius. One has to wonder, what lies next for Brandon Weeden? I mean, is this the end of his career in Cleveland, let alone the NFL? Well, he's 29 years old. He'll be 30 in a couple weeks. I got to be honest with you. He has all the physical tools, but the rap out of him is he's been locking on receivers. He doesn't go through his progressions. I got to be honest with you. I think they made the right move, and I'm going to tell you something right now. A coach is defined by the moves he makes, not the moves he doesn't make. And this move looks to be proved beneficial for the Cleveland Browns. It jump-started their offense. On the other side of the ball, Ryan Tannehill is having a rough day against this 3-4 Cleveland Browns defense right now. He's 12 of 27 for 95 yards, and this Browns defense is very fast and aggressive and attacks the ball. And Dolphins are in a hurry-up offense right now. 37-7, they're down with 19 seconds left in the third quarter. One has to wonder, where does Joe Philbin go from here with this Dolphins team? Can they get better? Well, they ran into a powerhouse Cleveland Browns defense, and they couldn't stop the Jason Campbell-led offensive attack by the Browns. I don't know what Joe Philbin does, but I'm going to tell you something right now. They got a good young rookie quarterback in Ryan Tannehill. Don't let this bad performance mean anything against his career because, he faced a very tough, physical, gifted, fast defense in Cleveland. And I'll tell you something right now. This Cleveland Browns team has the potential to be one of the top defensive units in the National Football League this year. And it's broken up over there by Joe Hayden, and the Cleveland Browns right now are going to get the ball back. Well, no, it's 2nd and 10 right now. I'm sorry for the Miami Dolphins with 1 second left in the third quarter. And it looks to be a rebirth here in the Cleveland Browns Stadium. The fans are sitting here after the first drive of the game, and after the first pick six by Brandon Weeden, these fans were booing, and I think that may have led to rookie coach Robert Chudinski, and the bench and Brandon Weeden. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Jim. I don't think coaches make decisions based off fan reactions. I know I didn't. I made decisions off hunger, and I'm telling you something. I got hungry, and I said, I'm putting Jim Plunkett in. And when we had Fred Britnikoff, and, we had everything. Dave Casper. And the thing that changed us as a team was when Dan Fouts fumbled the ball forward and they won that game. And I tell you what, when Kenny Stabler fumbled the ball forward and we won that game when Blitnikoff picked it up, that changed our franchise for years to come. And after this play, I want to speak more on that. Ryan Tannehill with a 3rd down and 10 play. And he drops back. Browns giving him no rush. Balls complete to Ricky Williams down the sideline. He gets about 15, 20, and he carries the Brown defender down the sideline. That's a good pickup there for Ryan Tannehill. Pretty good play call there by the Miami Dolphins, even though they're trailing 37-7 with 2 minutes and 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It looks to be a rout by the Cleveland Browns. As you see the play call right here, you see he went down the sidelines and he went boom, 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 and it took 3 Browns defenders to tackle him. Now, Cleveland Browns next week, do you think that it may go back to Brandon Weeden? Well, I tell you, I don't think Brandon Weeden ever plays football in the National Football League again. I think this is his 2nd year. A lot of people put his misfortunes on Pat Shurmur last year, but after seeing him today, I'm going to tell you something, Jim. I don't know if he has the capabilities of playing in this league. I think it's too fast for him. He's got all the physical tools and mechanics, but he just doesn't get it upstairs. Miami Dolphins, 2nd and 10. Tannehill drops back, got the rush on him, and it's an incomplete pass. And they'll bring up 3rd and 10 right now. His offensive lineman talking to Tannehill, trying to keep his head in the game. Well, with a young quarterback like this, John, how do you feel that he will make the adjustment into week 3 or week 2 next week? Well, I don't know who the Dolphins got, but I'm going to tell you something. He's going to have to make a marketable improvement. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If he faces a defense like Cleveland's next week, he's going to be in trouble because this Cleveland's defense is no joke. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 with 2 minutes left in the clock, and the Dolphins will ultimately go for it. Oh, no, they're going to bring on Orlando Murray, and it's going to be a 47-yard field goal or 44-yard attempt by Orlando Murray. Its kick is up, and it's good. It's 37-10. Now, one wonders why they didn't just go for it there in this situation. Well, you got to understand something, Jim. This is situational football. We did this in Oakland. When I was a coach in Oakland, we had situational football, and I know Bill Belichick does it in New England. This is just game planning for next week's game or something that might happen in the future. Like right there, the onside kick. They're not going to score 27 points to tie the game, but they know that they might have to use this play in the future, and it could benefit them. Well, it's 37-10 right now. A 2-minute warning will be coming up pretty soon here as Tannehill will break the huddle. Jason Campbell will break the huddle. It's been such a scoring fest here, I didn't even know the Browns had the ball back. Campbell's really put up some numbers today. 27 of 34 for 377 yards. I tell you what, he's looked really sharp today, John. And this looks like the quarterback they drafted out of Washington when they got him out of Auburn. Well, the injuries sent him back, and we've always seen what Jason Campbell could do in college, but he's had multitude of injuries because Washington didn't give him enough offensive line help. And then when he went to Oakland last year, he had a pretty good season going. He got injured, and then Carson Palmer took over, and Oakland found him expendable. But I'm going to tell you something right now. With the quarterback situation in Oakland, they might have wanted to keep him. Well, they pitch off the end Trent Richardson, and he gets stopped for one of the rare times he loses yards today, as Trent Richardson has got over 135 yards today on 14 carries. He's really looked like the back that the Cleveland Browns drafted out of Alabama. Well, a lot of that has to do with injuries too, Jim. We had a running back, and when I coached in Oakland, Mark Van Eegen, he got injured one year, and he was never the same. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If Mark Van Eegen doesn't get injured that one year, we might win 3 Super Bowls in a row. It's going to bring up 4th and 4, and the Miami Dolphins will call a timeout. I don't know why.
Again, Jim, it goes back to situational football. This is what Joe Philbin's teaching this young team. It's situational football, whether you like it or not, because it's slowing the clock up. It's situational football.
So they bring in Chris Kardocki right now to punt the ball for the Cleveland Browns, and he gets off a rather robust 37-yard punt in field position right now. And it's going to leave the Miami Dolphins with 1 minute 41 seconds on the clock. 37-10, the Cleveland Browns are trouncing the Miami Dolphins. And again, we'd like to welcome all those who've come from the New England game where the Patriots get their first victory of the season. And the Ryan Tannehill, he's got trips on the left, and he drops back, rushes on, and gets the ball over the middle, and it's incomplete. Boy, this Cleveland Browns defense has been really, really aggressive today.
Well, again, we had the same type of defense in Oakland when I coached there. I mean, I got myself a couple Super Bowl victories with that defense. I'm going to tell you something, Jim. When you get a 3-4 with quick outside linebackers and big defensive linemen, you got yourself a making of a championship team. And then the back end of Cleveland's defense, much maligned last year, has also played pretty good. I mean, Joe Hayden's a superstar in the making. But I'm telling you, Buster Screen, a lot of people maligned him last year because he played terrible. But I'll tell you something. What I seen of him today, covering receivers in the slot, I mean, he just made a mockery, and I mean a mockery at his Miami Dolphins receiver scores.
Tannehill drills the ball over the middle, and it's incomplete. And it's going to bring a 4th down and 10 for the Miami Dolphins with 1 minute 30 seconds left. And, I got to tell you something, John. With a game like this, the last thing you want to see is injuries right now. With the Browns defense playing so aggressively and so fast and so physical, why not take Tannehill out? Why not just save him for next week's game?
Again, this is going back to, it's all situation. Ryan's not going to be the easiest guy. He's going to have a tough adversity somewhere down the line. And, Coach Philbin's got to understand that Ryan Tannehill's going to have to face this type of adversity sooner or later. And what better way to prepare him than, we did this in Oakland with the young Ken Stabler when he came in for Daryl LaMonica. And we did this with him. And I'm going to tell you something. It worked out fine for Kenny Snake Stabler. And I'll tell you what, this is good training for Ryan Tannehill. They got the first down right now. And the Cleveland Browns had the ball right now. And I'm telling you right now, Jason Campbell has really put up some numbers today.
All right, the Browns, Jason Campbell gets sacked. You got to wonder right now, rookie head coach Rob Chudzinski, I know it's his rookie first year coaching, but he's been in the league for about 14 years now. Wouldn't it be a smart move for him to take Jason Campbell out?
Well, here's the thing. You don't want to bring Brandon Weeden back in the game when you already benched him. So you're not going to be able to bring Brandon Weeden back, and you're not going to bring your third quarterback in case of injury. So you really can't legally by the NFL standards. So you're going to have to leave Jason Campbell in there. Bringing in Brandon Weeden right now would demoralize him, and I don't think that the coach Chudzinski wants to demoralize him because we know the front office was not backed by Brandon Weeden. They didn't like Brandon Weeden one bit. They didn't draft him. They didn't really want him. And you know what? Chudzinski's made the move. It's Jason Campbell for life right now for the rest of the year. We had a similar move back. We did this to Ken Stabler when we got rid of Jim Plunkett. We had Ken Stabler. Jim Plunkett took over for Ken Stabler. And we won a Super Bowl at 27-10 against the Philadelphia Eagles in Superdome. So this is a similar move that the Cleveland Browns are making that we made 25, 30 years ago.
Well, the Browns look like right now they're in victory formation. Yes, they're just going to run the clock out, 4th and 14. You got to wonder why they didn't kick a field goal there.
Well, again, this is it's all situational football, Jim. I mean, they want to be able to practice the victory formation because, a lot of times, I remember back in Pisarcik was handing the ball off and Herm Edwards stole the ball. And the Philadelphia Eagles got in the playoffs the following week because of that single play. This is good training ground for what the Cleveland Browns are doing. And, you made a mistake because now the Browns are attempting a 47-yard field goal. They're attempting a 47-yard field goal.
Well, you're right there, John. I mean, the scoring has been so lopsided right now. I've kind of lost track, and that's a good kick there from Phil Dawson, and the Browns are now leading 40-10. You know what? If you're a Cleveland Browns fan, you woke up this morning, did you ever think the Cleveland Browns would hang 40 points? If I told you Brandon Weeden would be benched after a pick six on the first play of the game, did you think the Browns would hang 40 points, let alone win the game?
Well, you got to understand something. These Cleveland Browns fans are tough, Jim. I mean, you said you follow us from Cleveland, but this team, these fans have been through everything. They've been through everything. And I'm going to tell you something right now. They know what to expect. There's 4 seconds left in the game. This is situational. This is situational football here.
And the Dolphins will return the ball, get stopped, and that will be the game. The Cleveland Browns have put a beat down on the Miami Dolphins in the inaugural coaching debut of Robert Chudzinski, 40-10. And I'm Jim Nance, and for John Madden, I'd like to say, have a good night.